Alright guys, today is Thursday, May 5th, 2022. It's 10:35 a.m. and I'm done trading for the day. Today was a pretty slow day in the markets. Nothing went and continued on the highs, nothing continued to the lows. Everything was just a consolidation, just going up and down, up and down, up and down. Just like this stuff that you see here. Down and up and down and up and down and up and down. So no continuations to the highs, no continuation to the lows, no extreme moves that I can see, which is what I like to trade. So today I did not have any big winners, but it also means that I did not have any big losers, which is both good. So I did still take 3 trades, even though this was what the market brought today. The first trade that I looked at was W, or Wayfair, and I noticed a drafting to the downside, right? So of course I wanted to go short on this position, or on this stock. And right around here's when I was making the other video for today about using TraderView and TradeStation. So if I was watching this, I would have taken it on a pullback against that 13 EMA there, and then added more at VWAP. And that's what I wanted to do here as well, but it had no strength at all to get any higher. So I did short on this candle here. I'm not going to have FOMO about not shorting here, but I did start my position right there, and that was at 77.45. And then as you can see, when the market opened, you see this big whip, or the big candle up to VWAP? That was a violent pop up towards VWAP, and then a rejection, which I was happy to see there. So I stayed in this stock. However, on the next candle, I did not notice it making new lows and staying to the new lows. So I was kind of afraid of what it would do if it would have another violent pop to the upside and get stronger. So what I did is to protect myself, I exited the position right here and I covered at 76.36. So $1.10 on that trade about. So the thing is, with trading, there are 3 acceptable trades that you want and 1 that's not acceptable. The acceptable is you want either a large winner, a small winner, or a small loser. What you do not want is a large loser. So as long as you can stick to the 3 out of 4, you'll be fine in trading. So that's what I was trying to do here, is to protect myself so I do not have that large loser, and that's why I covered at that point. However, after I covered, of course, you notice that it did continue on to the downside. So that kind of confirmed to me what I was thinking. Okay, this stock is weak. Let's see if I can get back into it when it's closer to VWAP on a pullback up. So what I did do is, you notice here, I didn't enter here because I wanted to wait and see, because that red dotted line there, that is the low of the pre-market hours. And I wanted to see if it would kind of bounce off of that or if it can break through it. I'm still kind of hurt from what Baba did on, what was it, that was on Monday, I believe. And that tricked me and started me out bad for the month. So anyways, I wanted to see what would happen. And I saw that it started to reject right there. Right after it came close to it, it started to reject. So then I thought, okay, I will try this, I will get short. So on the next candle, on a little bit of a pop back up, I started a short. But it was only a starter position, so about half size. And right there, I started that at 74.99 with the idea that I want to add at VWAP if it breaks through, or if it gets to VWAP. So, and that's, as you can see, what happened right here in this candle. So I was not afraid of this at all. I was actually looking forward to it. And then I doubled my position up here, So I doubled my entry at 77.16. So 74.99, 77.16. That gave me an average of 76.07. And then what I did is, as it started to go down, I was dragging my stop order with it, and it did bounce up against my order on the next candle, and that was at 75.96. So not much as far as dollar and cents, but it is a position that I started and then doubled up on, so it's another small winner right there, which is okay. So pre-market cover, short add cover. And then the third trade that I took today was Alibaba, or BABA is a ticker symbol. So what I did on this one is I was watching it as well. You notice the weakness there. However, it's really close to the 20-day EMA, so I didn't want to go and short it in pre-market because that kind of scared me if it bounces off of that. And so what I saw when the market opened is it got up to VWAP and rejected, and got up to VWAP and rejected. So I was trying to see what would happen at this low of day in pre-market and the 20 EMA on daily. So I did not want to take a short position until I can see that it can break these two support points and then stay below them. So here's the break. You tried to climb back above, got rejected, denied, break down further, try and climb back up, rejected at the 20, break down further. So by this point it's rejected or broken below these two supports. So now these supports now become resistance. So at this point I'm looking to get in, and I want to short this stock because I see weakness. I see the weakness and I see that it's staying below these points. But I wanted to short on a pullback, and now when it's down at the lows, because as I mentioned in my previous video, the rubber band is way too stretched out, right? We need it to kind of release some tension so that it has some room to stretch back out for me to make some profits. So I did short closer to the 20, the red line here, the 20 EMA, and I shorted it at 96.43, and then I set a break-even order. And so what happened is it started to go down, which was good, and then it bounced back up against my order, stopped me out on this candle, and then it continued down. So I entered the short at 96.43 and I covered at 96.43. So $0.00 on this candle. So I'm okay with break even. I'm okay with small winners. I'm okay with large winners. I do not want a large loser. That's why I did what I did there. And it could have given me some profit there, but really did not make it down to the lows. So I'm happy that this is what happened, because otherwise I would have been stopped out, or close, not stopped out, but would have been at a loss right there. Harder trade to kind of swallow and stay in. So that's it for today. 2 winners, 1 break even. I'm gonna wrap it up, and I might be back tomorrow. Our friends are still in town, so I'm not sure if we'll be with them tomorrow or not. If we are, then I'll be back on Monday. But if we're not gonna be with them, I will be back to trade tomorrow. So that's all for today. Again, Thursday, 5/5/22.